Dear. There is no back. He is now asking Vigilante to please do something because there is no Ebube rubbish. Absolutely none. None whatsoever. It is now very clear to all and sundry. Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network. Those anointed by heaven itself, Umu Chineke, extraordinary men and women, extraordinary. History will be kind to all of you. If not that you cannot worship any idol, I'm telling you the truth, they are worthy. I'm telling you. Yes, and they are worthy. Nobody has even asked us, how do you manage to make this possible? How did you drive away the mighty federal government of Nigeria from Ebonyi State? Have you ever asked yourself that question? These miscreants. Lord have mercy. Let me leave the idiot to his stupidity. Oh my, a fool. A fool, a very big fool. Wretched and pathetic, these people. Wretched and pathetic. Useless. Biafra will come and will deal with these idiots. I'm telling them up front. I'm telling you before, in advance, so you understand what is going on. In advance, so you understand what is happening. And know that we are not joking. Nobody can stop us. Britain can see it. United Kingdom can see it. That these people are unstoppable. They are fanatical. And they are right. They are on the path of righteousness. That's why they said, come and take which stupid asylum. Asylum backwalk. Which stupid asylum, I ask? We are the children of the Most High. What stupid asylum, I ask? What stupid asylum? We don't need it. We are progressing. We are moving forward. Governor of Imo State, Ebubak, is only for informants. So we get information and we give it to the army and to the police. Ebubak. Hey, sorry. They cannot fight us and win. They must understand that. You cannot fight us and you win. It is impossible. We are undefeatable. We defeated Miet Yala, talk less of you wretched idiots. Miet Yala is the terror branch of the federal government of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. In Ebonyi, we defeated them. In Ebonyi, they've had a stranglehold for very many years. We defeated them. How many bodyguards do you have? I'm asking you. Ndara. Cowards, I'm telling you, black people are, especially those who claim that they're educated. That is why white people treat you with contempt. Black Africans have rendered themselves easily subdued or cowed, simply because we want to avoid the sweat and blood necessary to stand on our own feet. No sacrifice, no sense of sacrifice, no sense of honor, no courage. That is why Fulani is messing about with you. A life of subordination is no life at all. A life you cringe and you bow before Fulani is not a life. You idiots must understand it. Fulani are cattle raiders. They are janjaweed. They know nothing. They have nothing to offer. Stop being afraid of them, you idiots. Stop it. Let me tell you what somebody said from Plateau State, so you understand what you're fighting against. Fulefus, listen very carefully. Intellectuals, listen very, very carefully. Ndara, this is what we are fighting against. If I can defeat Mietiala in Ebonyi State, what makes you think our land will not be free? I'm asking you. Zadem Mamala, such a shame. Somebody said, I went to Bokos in Plateau State for a wedding. Oh my God, I could not sleep all the way through the night. I couldn't sleep. Foreign Fulanis are everywhere. In a place called, I think it's Bioko, they call it, in Plateau State. They have completely invaded the whole village. The indigenous people are now looking like visitors in their own land. This is too sad. Somebody wrote, from a place called Bioko in Plateau State, Fulani from the Sahel have taken over this very village. The people that own the village, they are now living in fear every blessed day. The media will not report it. You idiots called zoo animals do not understand what is happening. IPOB are the ones saving you. We are the ones saving you, people. You don't even know it. You have no idea. You have no idea because you're foolish. You have no idea because Satan has marked you for destruction at the hands of the Fulani. You have no idea what we are fighting. None of you. Can you fight me, Etienne? I'm asking you. All you idiotic Hanese, ADF, all these idiots, can you fight me, Etienne, and win? In Ebonyi, we did. After very many years, when I told you we are fighting them in Ebonyi, you did not believe me. But from the mouth of the idiotic governor of Ebonyi State, it has come to the fore. The truth has been made manifest. This is the truth. Any youth cop I found in Anambra State supporting the zoo or being expelled, you're dead. I'm telling you the truth. Go and tell your parents now what they're sending you to do in Anambra State. I don't want to ban the movement of youth coppers in Anambra State. I don't want to, honestly. But if you compel me, I will. You see that thing that the zoo is waiting for, or that thing that they want is going to come. It's coming. It's only a matter of time. Somebody also wrote, and very convincingly, of course, that sometimes even the Fulani is not even your problem. Your problem is the way you reason. You've allowed yourself to be intimidated into stupor. Intimidation, you allow Fulani from Senegambia, not even from the northern part, from all the way from Senegambia to intimidate all of you. If Fulani says jump, he says, oh, how high, Alahaji, should I jump? Shame on all of you. And you have the temerity and the presence of mind to challenge people who are defending you. All those people from Ebonyi, even idiots like, what's his name again? The so-called science minister. I don't know what the idiot's name is. We defended Ebonyi. Stoically, we defended Ebonyi. Today, no headsmen. That is why I am warning the traditional rulers, all these stupid village clashes, I don't want to hear it. If you're from Ebonyi and you're listening, go and take this message to Izi, Eza, Mbo, all those places, tell them I said, Nnamdi Kanu said, all these stupid communal clashes, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to. And I want to remind all the governors and Okon, the AIG of Abia, Zone 9. See how he's bragging now, Zone 9. He's bragging, AIG. Very soon, you hear the scores. Very, very soon. Very soon. Some of you have forgotten. Buhari cannot be intimidated into secession, into conceding. But Buhari, the same Buhari, the late dead one in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia, may his soul rot beside Satan in hell. With the worst of its kind. I thank Sahara reporters for this, of course. It's a flashback. Buhari backed amnesty for Boko Haram terrorists. Buhari in 2013 condemned Goodluck Jonathan for clamping down on terrorists. Boko Haram. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Are you following me? I am reminding Garuba Shehu, all of you Janjaweed idiots in this so-called caliphate presidency you have in Asorok, with the face of Buhari, but the body of Yusuf Abubakar Mohammed from the Niger Republic. All you fools, I want to remind you, in 2013, the same Buhari that you claim you're ruling with his name, castigated Jonathan for fighting Boko Haram. Some of you do not know this, but it is true. It wasn't In fact, the Fulani government that you have now never banned any Fulani terror group. Thank you very much, my dear brother. It is only my Facebook page in the whole world, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu official. And before now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only Facebook page in the world that hangs during a live broadcast. The only one in the whole world. You know, yesterday that I wanted to have a discussion with my brothers, people, men that I respect very much. They didn't allow us to go on air. They kept cutting, they kept bombarding our link with requests, thereby pulling it down. They pulled it down eventually, and we weren't able to broadcast yesterday, of course, to enlighten our people. Anytime they hear our name, they go into convulsion. It's only my Facebook page, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu official, that hangs in the whole day. People do their live broadcast, no problem. Anytime I go there, in fact, I think that they have some people dedicated to monitoring my Facebook page. I think that's what they have done. But I love those who are watching on Instagram. People are watching on Twitter. Go and join Twitter and Instagram. I know that Instagram is for slaying. You have to look a bit. You have to dress a bit okay. It will appear on Instagram. You know, you have to look a bit nice to try and make an effort. Go and open Instagram pages. Go and open Twitter. And there you can follow me uninterrupted, of course, before the zoo buys them over. I'm sure the zoo may buy them over later on. Go and tell, what's his name? What's Adam Mawala of ADF? That the same people he's talking rubbish against chased away Miyetti Allah. Whereas Miyetti Allah is the one he's going to beg for rent money to pay his rent in Abuja. Shameless people everywhere. Zoo President Muhammadu Buhari, before he died, threw his weight behind the proposed amnesty for Islamic terror group Boko Haram, commanding the government for setting up a committee to look into the feasibility of granting amnesty to the sect members. As simple as that. Buhari, Garba Shehu, are you hearing me? Your so-called Buhari? Amnesty for Boko Haram murderers and killers. Murderers and killers, abductors of little children. Shameless Fulani and all those who are supporting them in the zoo. All of you, all these idiots working for Fulani Janja, with shame on all of you. Buhari here, you are saying kill your own people, kill them. Whereas Buhari said give amnesty to murderers and to killers, to savages who are terrorists. Do you think the world is stupid? It's only in the East that you invite Fulani people that are supporting and pampering terrorists to kill your own people. Shameless fools. People without shame. People without shame. But we must lecture them. We must lecture them. Kosovo, Bosnia, Montenegro, Slovenia, Chechnya, all these are free people today, free nations. They fought and they are free. In Africa, you have not seen war before. What stupid war is that? Is Israel not still fighting till today? Is America not at war? Israel has been fighting for over 3,000 years. That we know them till today. They are in Gaza, they are fighting. Then the Golan Heights, they are fighting. After all, you read the Bible and you take nothing away from it. Kosovo, Bosnia, Montenegro, Slovenia, all these small nations, smaller than Ogun State, they're all enjoying peaceful independence, making progress in various areas. While a crude, backward-thinking, idiotic black African don't see any need to implement the will of the people through referendum. The will of the people must prevail, because the voice of the people is the voice of God. Is it vox populi, vox dei, isn't it? As they say in Latin, isn't it? In a democracy, in a republican system, the voice of the people is supreme. Not the voice of a cattle, not the voice of a cattle rearer in Fulani land. Cowards everywhere. Why can't we all rise up at once and say enough is enough of this Fulani rubbish? Every day you lament. Let me read about one stupid lamentation again on Facebook. Stop them every night. We have shifts. You are not going to sleep. None of you is going to sleep. I don't want you to sleep. At night, you will wake up, you will mount sentry. We allow them to come in to abduct. And then we block their exit and kill all of them. Every village, every township, every neighborhood. That is the defense mechanism you must implement immediately. Let the world understand how serious we are. In Anambra State, if you're a landlord and you've given house to any Fulani Janjaweed, may Lucifer have mercy upon your darkened black soul, because he won't spare you either. Every time we are waiting for Europe to save us. These black people, they never can save themselves. Never. Bosnia-Herzegovina is free. All this Croatia is free. But a black man is still waiting for a white man to give him a referendum. We take it by force. We must take it by force. They are Ebubag, not alternative to police, says Uzodema. These are the people that you call your leaders. People that you call your leaders. There was something that Lai Mohammed said about this granting of asylum by the British. IPOB, if federal government may summon British envoy Ohaneze Afenifere back UK government. Let me read something for you, please. The federal government of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria on Tuesday expressed anger over a plan by the United Kingdom to offer asylum to persecuted members of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja, said the plan was disrespectful to Nigeria as a nation. And this very man went on to say, I want to quote verbatim what he said. He said, the federal government of Nigeria a few years ago designated IPOB, which was formed in 2012 by Nnamdi Kanu, as a terrorist organization. In the guideline, they went on to talk about the guideline that the UK have issued and all the rest of it. But what I want to say is exactly what this idiot Lai Mohammed said. He said, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will definitely take up the asylum offer to IPOB with the British High Commission. The government, listen carefully, may summon the British High Commissioner and demand an explanation for the decision, which is totally inappropriate and a form of support for the proscribed group. They are saying that the UK is now supporting us, because there was something I said to you people before about white people, especially Britain. In as much as I'm British myself, I hold their passport, of course, but I'm an Anglophile. Because Britain is, should I say England in those days, is one of the countries of the world where men of conscience still exist. It doesn't matter how bad their government is. In the United Kingdom, you will always find people that will speak the truth. It was the UK that banned slavery before any other person. It was the UK that officially documented asylum. Of course, we had it before anybody else. It was the UK that officially said, in the history of mankind, if you're fleeing persecution and your feet touches the land of England, you're a free man. It was the United Kingdom, should I say, English people that offered asylum to the Huguenots of France. These are Protestants during the persecution by the Catholics in France. So there will always be a group of decent, God-fearing, honest English people at all times in life. You'll always have them. They don't support evil. Not all of them. I told you this thing before, that no matter how bad the Catalan lang is, no matter how bad their government is, there are people with conscience in the United Kingdom. Always, always. And they'll stand for the truth. It was UK that brought down apartheid, not black people. White, English, white British people destroyed apartheid. They mounted a vigil in front of South Africa House in Trafalgar Square in London every blessed day for over 10 years until apartheid collapsed. White people destroyed apartheid, not blacks. Some of them have risen to say these people are being persecuted. Some of you don't know how hard we work. We are relentless, you know. Hey, Mbanano. We are unstoppable. Every blessed day, we continue to bombard them with information, saying this is what they are doing. And finally, they accepted it. That is the truth. And this is something that our people must and need to understand, that we are relentless. Consistency is the key. I said it from the beginning. Once you're consistent, you win. I read in England, so I know how it works. I know how it works. In the end, we're going to win. As long as we remain resolute, consistent, and unrelenting, we're not going to stop. We're going to win. In that interview, Lai Mohammed said, let me say straight away that the issue is within the purview of the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. I'm sure he will handle it appropriately. But as the spokesman for the federal government of Nigeria, I will say, what is he saying? Asylum to IPO, persecuted IPOB family members. If it is true, then something is wrong somewhere. If they tell you that Britain will come around to say this one day, will you believe it? Because there are people, even within the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, good British people, honest, decent people, that have seen the truth. And I commend them for this. You know, when you do something that is good, we commend you. You do something that is evil, we condemn you. But I say thank you very much, but no thanks. We don't need asylum. We need a referendum. And they're saying that that they are angry with Britain, that what Britain did is not good. We are going to do something about it. But it was Britain that created you. Imagine questioning God. I mean, is that possible? I'm not saying that Britain is God, but in the case of Nigeria, they created Nigeria. So insofar as the zoo, Nigeria is concerned, they are your gods. Imagine questioning somebody that created. Does it make any sense? Imagine Lai Mohammed going into a meeting, shouting, Britain, why did you do this? Britain will ask them, who are you? You say, I'm the Minister for Information for Nigeria. They'll tell him to shut up and sit down. We created Nigeria. In other words, we created you. So you are nobody. Sit down. Don't tell us what to do. The idiot, I'm sure, will sit down. Imagine Fulani shouting all over the place. Hey, what Britain is did is not good. What UK did, if it is true. Imagine Al-Majid that came from Senegambia, that Britain gave power to manage their, as a caretaker, to make sure that the oil and gas is flowing until Chukwukikabiyama determined that we should come and do the needful. I want to let Lai Mohammed understand this, that Britain has the right to do whatever it likes in Nigeria. All of you Nigerians must listen very carefully. Britain has the right to do as it wishes in Nigeria. They created you. They are your creator. You see, God created all of us. That's why he determines when we live and when we die. Britain is your creator. If you don't know, they created you. Without Britain, you will be another aging monkey in a forest somewhere in a lorry. I'm referring to Lai Mohammed. Without Britain, you'll be swinging from tree to tree like a baboon in a forest somewhere near a lorry where you come from. Britain made you who you are. Without the United Kingdom, the name Nigeria would have been obliterated from world map long time ago. Britain saved you in 1967. So you must be grateful to them. Be guided in your uncouth utterances. All the billions of dollars Nigeria government has been spending on consultancies, this is a waste. All the money they have been paying everybody, lobbyists, everybody, paying even some lawmakers in the UK. They give them money to lobby and to do everything. It's all in vain. Do you know why it's in vain? Because God is with us. God is the God of IPOB, he is with us. The God of Biafran people, it is with us. He is with us. Can never abandon us. Never, ever, ever. Why do you think we pray every day? You think we pray every day like one of these Pentecostal criminals because we want to put up a show? Because God can see in our heart that it is clean and very pure. And he said, go forth, I will fight your battles for you ahead of you. I will destroy your enemies behind you. I will protect your right flank and your left flank. For as long as you walk in righteousness, I am the Lord your God. I will protect you. As my mother used to sing to me, that is what I believe in, and that's what I do. And Elohim is fighting his battle because he knows that Biafra belongs to him and not to man. All those money spent on all consultants, they even went to our consultants in Washington and bribed them and paid them twice what we are paying them. Yet all that is in vain because Elohim is on his throne in heaven, presiding over the affairs of men on this very earth. And this very noble family, this IPOB, is his. That is why we are whiter and whiter and whiter than snow. Anything we touch turns into gold. We did something that governors with all their security budgets could not do for 3 years. Couldn't do for 3 years. We did. With nothing. I would say with something. Because God is with us. Elohim is with us. And that is why we pray every day to him. For me, 7 times a day, I pray. 7 times a day. A country where a terrorist is a minister. You have the right to castigate those agitating for their freedom. I mean, come on. You people should at least have some shame in you. It is the northern government that should review, should I say, the Janjaweed government of the north that should review its relationship with the zoo, if you don't know. Because this government is not the government of the south. We say we don't want it in the east. Our Duduwa brethren have said they don't want them in the west. It's only middle belt that we're waiting for to rise up. Instead of these little dirty, filthy looking, smelly rats from the mosques to be campaigning for Arewa Republic, all these youths. They are busy practicing Sharia law. When Obasanjo gave you Sharia law, didn't you agitate for it? The same way we are agitating for freedom. Did you not agitate for Sharia law? Did Obasanjo not give it to you? Did Obasanjo roll out the army and the tanks to kill all of you? Go and live in your country where Sheikh Gumi can negotiate with bandits and terrorists. Where you can live a life without drinking beer. That is your business. In the south, we drink beer. And you're in the same country. In a part of the country, you cannot drink beer. In another part of the country, you people are foolish. This UG, my people everywhere. With that, we have come to the end of our program this very morning. Not to the end of it. I want to see if I can take a few calls. I want to see if I can open our lines and take just very few calls, please. Try to call on, should I say, Signal. I want to take 1 or 2 calls. I promised it will be interactive this morning after my gospel, or should I say the gospel of heaven. But let me reiterate what I said as by way of recap. I do not want any movement of vehicles in Anambra State from 12 midnight to 4 a.m. in the morning. If we see you, you're finished. Because that is when they come to kidnap our people. I want every landlord to go back and make sure that those living in his or her building are legitimate people, not those that the Janjaweed brought to spy on us. I am warning each and every one of you. Be very careful in Anambra State. I'm also warning Willie Obiano. For the nonsense you uttered yesterday, you will see hell. I assure you of that. I have a caller on the line. This caller, you're very lucky this morning, or should I say afternoon or night, depending on where you are. Your name, please, and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Good morning, my able leader, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, Madike worldwide.
You will live long.
I'm calling from India.
From India? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I have special say to our people from Anambra West concerning this Anambra election. And for one reason, I don't think I will be able to call my name.
Go ahead.
I urge everybody from Anambra West concerning this Anambra State election, don't allow anybody to use you or use any of your family member to come in for campaign. Anambra West.
There will be no campaign. You're going too far. I have announced it. There will be no campaign. I'm not even talking about voting. You know, before we say, oh, don't vote, don't vote, don't vote. No. If they want people to go to Anambra to vote, they must remove hope. and call for fresh elections in Imo State so we can trust the process. Do you understand me? As simple as that. Let me take this other call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. The caller on the line, can you hear me on signal? +44 ending in 808. Can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. Maybe the calls are too much, and understandably so. Understandably so. Understandably so. The calls are too many. Oh my goodness. Let me try and take this one. The caller on the line, can you hear me now? Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Mazi, my name is Nnamdi. I'm calling from Hungary.
From Hungary. Do we have a family? Of course, we have a family in Hungary, isn't it? That's IPOB in Hungary, is that correct?
No, sir.
There is no family
here. We are just few. But I'm a member of IPOB in London.
Oh, in London. So you went to Hungary.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mazi, thank you for the good work you are doing for us. And please, Mazi, I just something you said this morning, and this Okon, that's my man. That's the reason why I'm calling this Okon, this AG of police or something. I don't know whatever is called his name. Mazi, this man must get rid of. This man must get rid of, because this is not the first time he is saying such thing. He has said it before, and even we have forgotten. We have forgotten last time he said rubbish, and he got scot-free. Mazi, this man must get rid of. We must get rid of him.
No problem. We've taken it on board.
We should give the order. This man we must get rid of him, please, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please give us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Oriako. I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany, please go ahead. The world is listening. Go ahead. No. English, please. The world is listening. Even Britain that gave us asylum, they are listening. Please speak in English. Go ahead.
Okay. Mazi, what is happening in my state, Anambra? They have started their campaign again.
Okay.
And the problem there is that they normally go to people's house to house, and give them 2,000, 5,000 naira to come out en masse and support them. And this is unacceptable.
There will be no campaign. Accept 2,000 naira and you die. Let me tell you something. Our people must come out of this stupid, idiotic mentality. There's going to be a very heavy war in Anambra. Anambra is they are the head of Biafra. They are number one. Number one, I said number one. They must behave as such. They must behave as such. They have used our eternal leader Ojukwu to deceive us so many times. That rubbish is not going to wash anymore. We are saying we want a referendum because once you attempt to vote in Anambra, they will do exactly what they did in Imo State. One idiot will come last. He will go to Sultan so to pull down his boxer shorts. Use the child idiot hand. He will come back and will go to Supreme Court and make him the governor. We are not going to allow it to happen. We want to preempt the rigging before it happens. There will be no election in Anambra State. No campaigning either. They will see. Thank you for your call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Mazi Nnamdi. I'm happy to have you today. My name is Mayor Chris. I am the anchor. Love is the greatest movement. I have worked so many hard to try to get you online. First of all, I have to say thank you for your good work, for what you are doing. And another thing I want to say indirectly or directly is this. You know, sometimes I disagree with some of your philosophy, but I want to use this money to say sorry for disagreeing with you sometimes. Because sometimes Nigeria is like a country that when you try to see something good, you keep seeing the more evil they are. And I want to say thank you for your good work, because if I don't say this in public, I don't know how it will sound. You know, because I have been listening to you, and sometimes I disagree. You know, I don't know whether you have come across some of my videos.
I've come across it. You people were the ones. I was suspecting at some point that maybe some of you were fathered by Fulani Janjaweed after the war, because only somebody with the Fulani blood in their system will reason the way some of you reason in the past. But I'm very glad that you have all repented now.
Sometimes I disagree. It's not that I love you and I support you, but I disagree with some of your philosophy. But recently, believe me, I got more mad. You know, I got more mad. I said, in Kaduna, they are killing people, they are kidnapping people, and you are sending people in the east that is safe. Then what are you telling? What message are you passing to us?
Exactly. I'm very glad that some of you have now woken up. I'm very, very glad.
What message are you passing to us? You said we should not agitate for Biafra, but you cannot stop the terrorism in your place.
Exactly. Simple question.
You want us to suffer the same thing you are suffering. We don't have the same ideology with you. We don't have the same religion with you. We don't have the same mentality with you. We don't speak language with you. What do we have in common with you? Nothing.
Maybe suya. You eat suya, don't you?
Nothing.
Do you eat suya?
You know, nothing. And the problem is this. You know, like I always said in my life, I said, the hunger. You know, these politicians, they know that if they can keep these people in hunger, they will conquer them.
Yes. That's the key.
And you know, this is what is happening. Do you know in northern side, the reason they are doing all this thing in the school, because they don't want their people to open their eyes.
Yes.
Because they know that when they go to school, they will open their eyes. You understand? Now, in the east, the so-called people that say they went to school, they can't even see nothing. Everybody is running after to see where they will get 2,000. Even we are talking about the 2,000 naira. Okay, let's say these people are hungry. What of the so-called the airline or the people who are eating well? When APC is there, they will rush to APC. When PDP is there, they will rush to PDP. Then how will development come in that place? Who will tell the government when they are not doing well? Who will tell them? You know, Mazi, I am happy to get you, you know, to speak with you this morning. I just want to say thank you, because, you know, I live here in Germany with my family. I'm comfortable here, but there is a root where we came from. We are losing the root because these children cannot go back to this country. We have to face the reality. And sometimes okay, Mazi, there is another thing I want you to announce this online. You cannot look. I was a strong member of IPOB from 2013 to 2020, and as a matter of that, I was second in command somewhere in Truden in Munich.
Yes.
There is something our people do. You will come to Germany, you will take asylum with Biafra or anything. Then when they give you the same paper, or then tomorrow you will tell us that you are not even interested in that Biafra. Time for you to work and use the little one you are working to support what they are doing. But because you think
Dave, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. We are people from everywhere take asylum. Even some of our Duduwa people, they go abroad, they say they are IPOB and they give them asylum. Whether they come to us or not is entirely their business. They're not going to stop us. What we are looking for is freedom. Not how many people are following us. Not how many people may have deceived themselves with the name IPOB. We are moving forward and we're not stopping. And I thank you very much for your call. Thank you very much for your call. I think it is. So it is better now that they have repented, some of them. I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. And Chibuzo, where are you calling from? From Umweri.
Yes.
Please go ahead. We are listening.
I want to make a report.
Yes, go ahead.
Fulani camp in Umweri, in a farm called Onyemelifi Farm.
There is, listen. I want people who claim the Anambra to listen very carefully. There is a Fulani camp in Umueri. This is a live call. Obiano cannot do something about it. Obiano cannot do something about the presence of killers, rapists, and murderers in Umueri. He cannot do it. Please go ahead.
They normally come out at night to attack people. They attack one of my brother. He's a musician. Early last month, and they nearly kill him. So we need the ESN, the help of ESN, to go to a farm called Onyemelishi in Umueri to confront them and read them off.
We are going to get rid of them. You have told us we're going to get rid of them. The same way we fought this war heavily in Ebonyi State and we won, as we are fighting now in Enugu State and we're going to win, so we are going to get rid of all these idiots. It is Obiano that's inviting them. Obiano is the one inviting Fulani killers into our communities. Maybe after drinking kai, his brain will no longer be working properly. That's drunkard. Please go ahead.
For the Obiano is a terrorist. People don't know about it. Obiano is a terrorist. He's instigating all these communal fights in Anambra State for him to be playing Lord.
He is a fool. He's a fool. My brother, you have extended your 2 minutes. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for the information. I remember when I came out of detention, I made it a duty to visit Umueri and Aguleri. I went to Umueri. After Umueri, I went to Aguleri. And in Aguleri, I told the Eze of Aguleri, Eze Chukwuemeka, I said to him that Umueri and Aguleri are one people. All of you are Umueri, descendants of Eri. They don't want to be seeing all these problems and clashes and everything and all that rubbish. I made it very clear to Eze Chukwuemeka, a man that I respect and I revere so much. And I don't want to see these things happening. I don't know, and I even believe it's the Janjaweed, they come, they instigate trouble. And how can, I'm from Ibeku, how can you instigate me to go to Ahoho and start fighting Ahoho people? Or go to Olokuro and start fighting them? Or go to Bakal? I mean, that's stupidity. Absolute stupidity. What stupid land is that we are fighting over? In that, our people should please get some sense. We should get some sense. The likes of Obiano, those people. I have another caller on the line. Everywhere is hot this morning. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, if you may.
Yes, Chimdike Wone is my name, from Kanu, Texas.
From Texas, thank you very much. What time is it now in Texas?
It is past 3 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Please go ahead.
3:09. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, first of all, I wanted you to throw a little bit more light on the communal clashes in Ebonyi so that people will know that these things are happening and that they can do something about it. Because I keep watching videos on Facebook where people are talking about communal clashes and how young men are just fighting and killing each other without providing any reasonable solution as to what to do. But the other one, Mazi, in Matthew 11 verse 12, Bible says that the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. I want to suggest that these landlords that are renting land to the DSS operatives and the military and the police, usually some of these houses are face me, I face you, complexes, apartments. If you can announce a number that neighbors and people that are in a community that see people are moving in can call, because these landlords might not, yes, they will obey these laws, these orders, but some of them might not. So if people see new people move into a compound, maybe next to them or at the compound where they live, and they suspect that there might be foul play, let there be a number that they can call for people to make their own.
We are going to do that. In fact, I'm not going to announce it on air. What I'm going to do is I will ask every village and every community. They are going to put up a poster, especially in Anambra State. Anytime you see a tenant that looks suspicious, you know how Janjaweed look. You know those idiots from the middle belt they recruit, all those fools. If you see their faces, you will know. If you see them, to call that very number. Yes, sir. It's obvious because these people were the same people that they said they were rehabilitated. They just
shifted these guys from Boko Haram, being full Boko Haram, road combatants or land combatants to the military, equipped them properly, and they're sending them to come and kill us.
And somebody's telling me to respect the army and the police. Is it the army and the police that contains Boko Haram terrorists, that contains Fulani bandits that I'm going to respect? I don't know how Omahi, Obiano, and these idiots that call themselves, I don't know how they listen. Is it the same army that you people were there, the same Boko Haram that bombed St. Michael's Church in Madala? I think that was in 20, was it, when was that Christmas Day bombing that happened in Madala? When was it? Which year was that again? Do you remember? Which year was that? Can anyone remember? Tell me. Madala bombing that happened. The same people that killed us at St. Michael's Catholic Church in Madala when we are worshiping on Christmas Day. I can't remember the year. I can't remember. Is it 2014 or 2015? I can't remember. Please help me. The same people are the ones now in the army and police mounting roadblock in our land. Are you sure that the likes of Omahi and Obiano, that they are Igbo people? Are you people sure? The same people, I want our people to listen. The same people that they are recruiting in the army are the same terrorists that bombed St. Michael's Church in Madala, slaughtering us. Everybody died in that church. Now they are in the army and in the police. And you want me to respect the army and the police? Please go ahead, madam. You want to say something about Ebonyi? Go ahead and say it, please. In 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Mazi, it's just for you to throw a little bit more light and buttress the point, because a lot of people are posting videos on Facebook about these communal clashes, and you have talked about it, but if you talk more about it, people will at least have more, resolution, conflict resolution skills that they can utilize in things like this, because they are all politically motivated.
I am going to send emissaries to all those villages. I will send people to them. They will be calling a meeting, and I will even address them myself. I am going to call a meeting in all these villages that will hear my voice. Somebody will be there, put it on speakerphone so I can address them. This rubbish must stop. What stupid communal clash is that? They are depleting your numbers and you're there. You're doing communal clash. Rubbish, it must stop. And we are going to stop it by the grace of the Most High in heaven. Then I have another caller on the line. This caller, please give us your name. Oh my goodness, they are not paying attention. They are not paying attention. I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me? No. Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Justin from Abadiafaland.
Please go ahead. I can hear my voice on the background. I cannot take your call. Once I hear your voice on the background, I can't take your call, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. I have inadvertently put them off. I have shut them down. I shouldn't have, but I have. Unfortunately, I have another caller on the line. Can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me, please?
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
My name is Mazi Wisdom. I'm calling from France.
From France, please go ahead. The whole world is listening.
Sir, please don't be offended, though.
I won't be.
You know this broadcast.
Yes.
This broadcast is getting out of hand. And these people are sending down their machinery to come over to attack us very soon.
Yes.
And every day you are talking story, which you have already been instructed by the gods on what to do.
Yes.
To declare war upon these people.
Yes.
And you are being stubborn. You don't want to declare war, and you know that this is war that people are fighting.
Yes. Can I answer your question? Can I answer you now? Can I respond to you? I know. I understand the way you feel. I understand it completely and totally. I understand the way you feel. And I can assure you that that time is coming. Every time, everything has its own time. If you can see now, we are entering the final phase. Listen to me carefully. I understand your frustration and I share it. I totally agree with you. I understand where you're coming from and I understand your anger. But please bear with me. We are going to get there. Let me tell you something. If we had declared Biafra late last year or early this year, all the Fulefus that are now, should I say, repenting, they wouldn't have repented. They would have had the very perverse notion in their brain that what we are doing is not very good. But now they're beginning to see it. There is a little bit more time to go. One thing to get just small. Then the floodgates of hell will open. Please please, I do plead with you to give it's just a little bit more time to go, and you will see what will happen. Please.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, see, may I remind you that you used to see road not just as a human, but as a spiritual. And you understand the ways of the gods and the people, and even the direction that they give you.
Yes.
And you should deliver accordingly.
I will.
Not to think the words of the gods are very straight. And the gods are with us. They are fighting alongside with us.
As I said, I understand you. I understand you. Well, I said, listen to me, please. Listen very, very carefully to what I'm saying. I said, I understand your anger and your frustration. I understand that very well. But the final signal hasn't come to declare. And when I'm declaring Biafra, I will be on the ground myself. And I will do it. I will be in the land of Biafra. I will declare Biafra and will defend our borders and our territories that same day. So don't worry, we are coming. I understand what you're saying. And heaven is talking and we are listening. Thank you very much for that. I don't want to go into too many details. Another caller is on the line, I presume. Is that correct? This caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, you cannot hear me. Do I have somebody on the line, please? No, if you have called us before, please refrain from calling us again. I plead with you. I plead with you, please. Let me see if there's somebody on the line. No. If you have called before, please don't call again. I don't know why they're doing this. Do not call again, please. I plead with you. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Mazi.
Yes, please.
This is Pastor Chris Wise. It has been a long time. I just want to thank you. I want to commend you, and I want to commend the God, the Almighty Creator that provided you for us. The Bible says that He comes to His own, and they did not recognize Him. But IPOB recognized you, and we are saying that you will live to see Biafra. Now, what I want to say, and another thing before I say it again, I want to say a happy birthday to Lolo.
Thank you.
And may Lord increase more years to her. So, what I want to say right now is that in the book of Matthew 12:29, it says, or else, how can we deal with these governors if we know, first of all, bind them, slaughter them, destroy that power that have been giving them energy? Because if you want to destroy a man, you lose the source of his income. When the source of his income is being destroyed or damaged, he will be financially handicapped. His mouth will be closed by force. These governors, they have that audacity to kill us. They have that impetus to come out to brag. Are they how many? Are they not one person? These are the people that provoked David. That David stood out and says, enough is enough. How dare you uncircumcised, demon blood suckers, blaspheme against the God of Biafra. You kill us in war, you come out to brag about it. You kill us in Enugu, you come out to brag about it. You kill His Royal Highness and our Lolo in Umaya, you come out to brag about it. These people, if we don't stood up, if we don't rise up, which I know you said in your last statement right now, that time is coming. But these very people, let us not spare these people because they are the major problem. And another thing that I want to say is that, sir, if it is going to be possible, anywhere they gather to do meeting, whether or governor's meeting or other, let us follow them head on. Let us, as we gave command last year, that there will be nothing like Igbo Union meeting or
there's no Hanese meeting in our land. They don't meet. They draft their rubbish over Nokia touch phone and send to the media. They know they cannot meet. Okay. Anywhere Hanese meets, we scatter it. The same thing, there's no campaign in Anambra State. Anywhere they're holding a campaign, they are toast, they are gunners. There will be no campaign in Anambra, no open campaign. You can go to the door-to-door, give money. Any day you gather people with your vehicle and talking rubbish campaign, a lot more that same day. Ndara. Thank you very much for your thought. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of our program today. I don't want to give away too much, but I want to let Biafrans and the whole world understand this. I want to let every listening government understand that the man that killed my parents have come once again to boast that he's going to kill many more people. It is either him or me. I'm warning all of you in advance. Thank you very much for listening this morning. And as always, Biafra is much more than a movement for us. Biafra to me and to millions upon millions all over the world, it is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Because Adonai El Shaddai is our God. From me, from here this morning, with all the love in my heart, it is good morning.